Christopher's going to come up. Christopher, as you know, is the head of the Chesterton Stage Productions. And the Chesterton Stage Production team is working really hard right now on Godspell. And we wanted to give you an announcement about it.
Oh, okay. Thanks. Hello. Yes, I'm Christopher, Chesterton Stage Productions. We're doing Godspell, and I'm super excited about it. How many of you know Godspell? Okay, some of you, that's awesome. It was a play, it was a musical in the 70s. It's based on the Gospel of Matthew. It's amazing. I found out about it in the 90s, because I don't know. And ever since then, I go any chance I get, and I've always wanted to do it. My daughter helped me with my notes, so my first point is history is awesome. Okay. So yes, I've wanted to do this. I've actually started to work on it twice with 2 other groups, and it's never worked out for some reason. And then recently, we've been doing Chesterton Stage Productions for 10 years. I more than that. I've done one other musical with a different group, and we've done one musical with Chesterton. And a little while ago, my friend asked me to do a sermon at his church, and I did it on community. And then kept thinking about, how could I be incorporating the things I asked other people to incorporate. And, I had this group of kids we were working with to do these shows, and Godspell is so much about community, and I had this idea about how to put it together, which was the community building it up. And so this play is the most where it's been everybody, not just me. And for those of you who don't know the show, 3 minutes, 16 seconds. John Michael Telbeck, he wrote it. He wanted to do something. He wanted to do a musical when he was in college about something to do with the Bible. And he was brought up Episcopal, and he read the Gospel of Matthew one weekend. It was so moved and so filled with joy by reading it, he was inspired to go back to church for the first time, and it was Easter Sunday, and he went to a Sunday service, and it was raining, and he noticed that most of the parents were just annoyed that they dressed their kids up, and now they're not going to get good photos because it's raining. And there was a priest there who mumbled into a microphone, and as he was leaving, he was wearing overalls and a t-shirt, and this was the late 60s. A off-duty police officer asked if he could pat him down to see if he had drugs. And that was his Easter service. And he left, and his thought was, they have the most joyous story in the world, and they left Jesus in the tomb. So, yeah. So then he wrote Godspell, which is it's a celebration. If you haven't seen it, kind of think VeggieTales meets circus clowns. And I know, and with that, it is it's silly and wacky and mostly going through the parables in kind of fun ways. And every time you think, oh, this is just a fun little, it hits you in the side of the head with all this emotion. I don't know if I can get through it. Just, I was so good, and then we went through the scene with the Last Supper and the Passion. Oh. And even just last week, we were doing this just beautiful. It was just fun and silly, and all of a sudden, an excellent actress is just silently weeping on the stage and calling out to Jesus. And it was just, it's an amazing show. And what they do, it goes through and essentially asks the audience, the resurrection, just spoiler if you don't want to the end of the gospel story is the resurrection. It's kind of not in this. It ends with the crucifixion, and as they're taking him down, the songs they sing are telling you that the resurrection's coming, and then the resurrection is implied in the curtain call. And I love this show because here it is. It presents the entire gospel. It's about 2 hours, and you get parables, and you get the relationships, and you watch the disciples become a community essentially that community destroy their leader, and then he's going to come back, and it leaves it on the audience. Are you going to leave him in the tomb, or are you going to accept the resurrection? Are you going to be... How do I turn it off? I don't know. I'll figure that out. So essentially, are you going to be Judas or John? Are you going to deny? Are you going to prepare? So when I ask all of you while this clocks, and I'll go back there and make it stop, if you would pray for us, because it is a lot of work, it's very hard, and it's very emotional for everybody, and there are these little cards in the back that have all the information. If you could spread them around and tell people, that's wonderful. And stop! Thank you.
That should be a show. That